Hello collectors, it's Louis from etchedmilitaria.com. We have some new dress daggers for sale on the website and we're gonna have a look at these right now in this video. We have two beautiful Red Cross officers daggers, but they're not exactly the same because the left one right here is a social welfare dagger. We can see that with these round holes on the scabbard in comparison to the more common rectangle holes on the regular Red Cross officer's dagger. So this social welfare dagger comes complete with a portapee and the hangers. Quite rare to find these as well. The condition of this dagger is decent. We do have some corrosion on that scabbard on the side. This is a nickel plated steel scabbard, and as you can see, that plating came off a little bit right here. Something to note as well is that the grip is loose on this dagger as well as the pommel, and they are quite hard to tighten because you cannot tighten this screw. You have to open it up, and then under this screw there are two more screws that you need to tighten, but I'm just gonna leave it like this in its original state. Both scabbard screws are in place, which is good to see. And if we take a look at the blade, these blades are always just steel, no nickel plating, and it is in very good condition with cross grain, of course unmarked as always, and that leather buffer pad is also tightly in place, which is great to see. We do hear that inside the scabbard those scabbard springs are a bit loose, but overall very beautiful dagger and very rare with that social welfare scabbard. And then the hangers for this dagger are really beautiful. So these are different from the regular Red Cross hangers because those buckles are rectangle shaped, and we have blue or purple bands right here on the front. And again, that typical construction for these Red Cross daggers: aluminum clip on the top, aluminum buckles, and then those zinc clips on the bottom. Very typical for these hangers. No markings as well, which is absolutely normal. The other dagger right here is a regular Red Cross officer's dagger. Good condition, just the grip has some cracks, and it also has a chip right here, a piece missing. It does move a little bit, but again, we see this a lot with these officers' daggers. What's nice on this one is the backside of the crossguard is engraved with the name H. Sudbrok, just a nice add-on. Both scabbard screws are in place, and you can see that there's an extra cut on this screw. Never seen this. Interesting to see. Beautiful scabbard, and the blade also in very nice condition. Cross grain on both sides, and that leather buffer pad in place as well. Then next to these officers' daggers we have a Hewer dagger from the Red Cross. I think these daggers are very cool looking. That same style of crossguard, it's in decent condition with the original leather frog. We see that H stamp right here, typical for these hangers. Original black paint on the scabbard, and all those scabbard screws are also in place, something you want to look for. And then we have that typical really big beautiful blade from the Hewer dagger, in its full shape, unsharpened. We have cross grain on both sides, sawtooth back, just that nice typical blade. The leather buffer pad nicely in place, and on the back side right here it is stamped as well, Geschütz. So that's not always, but most of the time we do see that stamp right there. So a very nice, beautiful dagger. Then we have a army officer's dagger right here, made by Carl Eichhorn. It is in really good condition. As you can see, that crossguard has a lot of the white frosting still present, as well as that pommel screw. You see that's almost completely white, something we really like to see. Typical Eichhorn scabbard with those oak leaves. You can see the same oak leaves right here on the ring and as well on that pommel. Just a textbook Eichhorn piece. The grip is made from white plastic, so this is a very late war model, and we do see those plastic press lines on the left and right, something very typical for these late war daggers. And with this late war production, we expect as well the late war Eichhorn logo. So this is the last logo they used in the World War II area. Beautiful blade, some light corrosion spots, but a very nice dagger for sure. One thing to note with this dagger as well is that the crossguard touches the lip of the scabbard, so when you push it in, you can see you need to like push it a bit underneath that crossguard. Then we have two SA daggers, early production and the late one. So the early right here, decent condition, anodized scabbard, just a small dent right here. You can see it in the light. It's complete with the original early hanger as well. So brown leather hanger made from nickel silver, and that very V-shape clip typical for these early hangers. The eagle, nickel silver, perfectly set, and all the enamel in the SA rondelle is still present. The crossguard is stamped SW, which is the Gruppe stamp, and then the blade is in very good condition as well. So Alles für Deutschland motto on the front, some light corrosion, but beautiful cross grain, and the back side is etched as well with the maker's mark F. Dick. So a beautiful maker's mark with the arrow, and just a very good condition dagger. And then lastly, we have this late production SA dagger made in 1941. So typical late production zinc crossguards that are nickel plated. Most of that plating is still present, so that's nice to see. Definitely something you want to look for with these late daggers. Beautiful wooden grip. The fitting to the crossguards is decent. I would say pretty good for a late production one. And that nickel silver eagle is perfectly inlaid as well. The scabbard has the original brown paint, some light damage right here, but in decent condition, and then those steel scabbard fittings with nickel plating. As you can see, the nickel plating right here has come a bit loose, so that's quite interesting to see. And then all those scabbard screws in place, which is important as well. The blade, very clean, typical late war blade. A very sharp edge right here in the middle, and that Alles für Deutschland SA motto etched on the front. And on the back side we have the RZM code 733, which is a Huller, and then the date 1941 as well. So beautiful blade, and just an overall nice dagger. So all of these daggers you can find on my website etchedmilitaria.com. There will be a link in the description as well. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. It's quite important, so you will be notified in the future when I post more videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.